LeisureTime College Game Day, America's premier portrait mode college football pregame show.
I said that.
You said that, yeah.
Rivalry Week with your hosts, Matt, Mr. C Worldwide, and Professor Leisure.
A Spartan? I mean, how could that? You can't.
And we may suck this year.
Even though I hate the Gators.
No! Princess, not so fast! What? You're the only 10 I see.
The big positive.
He did what?
We got Ohio State fans right here.
Live from Thanksgiving. Happy Rivalry Week, happy Thanksgiving. We are here live on the glistening shores of Lake Back Scratcha here in Orlando, Florida. Getting ready for Rivalry Week and this huge slate of games coming up today.
Hey Dan, happy Thanksgiving, coming to you live from beautiful Miami, Florida. That's right, down here with the fam. We got the turkey in the oven. We got the football on the TV. But speaking of football, we've got Rivalry Week here in college football. Games being played as soon as tomorrow. So an early LeisureTime College Game Day this week. And we're starting off with Florida versus FSU. Last year, Florida goes to Tallahassee, beats the hell out of the Seminoles, plants the flag at half field, major fight. This year, Noles coming to Gainesville. I know they're coming with that flag, but we're not gonna let them get revenge. I'm picking the Gators. Senior day / night in the swamp. The Gators win against the Noles, and we finish a mildly impressive 4-8. And Lane Kiffin comes to town. Let's go. First Miller Lite of Thanksgiving. Go Gators.
Florida and Florida State. Now, this is still going to be an intense rivalry, even though neither of these teams have had the season that they were hoping for. Florida is favored by like 1.5 or something like that, but throw that out the window because this is going to be intense. I got the over-under. Where we set the over-under on pregame brawls. But at the end of the day, the Gators are going down and Florida State wins.
All right, Georgia versus Georgia Tech. Now, a few weeks ago, every college football fan had this game circled on their calendar. Was Georgia Tech finally going to sneak in the playoffs with a win against Georgia? Now, Georgia Tech, they've lost 2. Can they still get it done against those puppies? Well, those puppies, they're playing the best football that they have been playing all season. So I don't think Georgia Tech has enough to stop them. I still don't think they're going to go far in the playoffs, but I got to go with the puppies on this one. They're going to win and head into the SEC championship game versus, who knows, I guess we'll find out this weekend.
Georgia Tech. Now, another long-standing rivalry game. Georgia's obviously had the upper hand on this for quite some time, and as much as I like Brent Key and the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, long-term, it's still Kirby Smart and Georgia's turn right now, so Georgia wins.
All right, Ohio State versus Michigan. Now, it was revealed this week that Ohio State is taking a plane instead of a bus for the first time in years to Michigan for the game. So it's got me thinking, Ohio State, everyone's been saying their schedule's a cupcake schedule. They only beat really Texas, and they really haven't beat all these other, good teams. Yeah, they beat Penn State, but Penn State is coming out to be, one of the more disappointing teams for this year. So it's got me thinking, why would they take a plane? And I know why. If there's anything that Ohio State is more scared of, it's going to Michigan and playing the Wolverines. And you know what? They're like, instead of taking a long bus ride back home, we got to get home as fast as we can after another defeating loss to Michigan. So give me Michigan for the upset over the Buckeyes. Let's go.
Ohio State and Michigan. Now, I grew up in Michigan, went to Central Michigan, so this game didn't really mean that much to us because we were more concerned with Michigan State in East Lansing and Michigan State, Michigan. Ohio State, Michigan was like an afterthought, and it still is for most of the country. I don't care. People call it the game. Nah, who cares? Michigan loses. Ohio State wins.
All right, Tennessee versus Vanderbilt. Now, Tennessee coming off a win versus my Gators. The first time they beat us in the Swamp in 22 years. Unbelievable. I can't even fathom what happened to us. But now they go on and play a little bit of a better team in the Vanderbilt Commodores. Now, Josh Heupel looking to make not the college football playoff again, but looking to make another pretty impressive bowl game. So I think they get it done versus Vanderbilt, following the momentum from last week, and they finish out the season strong. So there you have it. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Rivalry Week. We'll see you next week for the LeisureTime College Game Day Bowl Special. Let's go. Cheers.
Vanderbilt and Tennessee. Now, for years, this was an afterthought. Vanderbilt was always going to lose this game. For years, it's finally not having that feel. But can Vanderbilt continue their season of meeting and exceeding expectations and beat Tennessee? Yeah, they can. Vanderbilt wins. Rocky Top down.
All right, Miami versus Pittsburgh. Now, Miami with a couple of wins recently, trying to fight so hard to make the ACC championship game. They need a whole bunch of help to get in, starting with a win versus Pittsburgh. Now, if this game was being played in Miami with their 10,000 fans that show up for the game, I'd say they might have a shot. But Miami has been terrible on the road this year. They've struggled. They lost to SMU on the road. They've struggled in other games, even though they did lose to Louisville at home. So now they go to Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh fighting for their ACC title hopes. So I got to go with Pittsburgh here to make way for Miami to go to a second consecutive Pop-Tarts Bowl in Orlando. Let's go.
Miami and Pitt. Now, I, as a big positive 12 fan, would love to nothing more than to see Miami lose another game. But Pitt has underperformed all year. They even lost to lowly West Virginia in their rebuilding year. But what's going to happen today? Unfortunately, the U is going to win and potentially get that playoff spot from the second big positive 12 school. So we're going to find out. I still think BYU is going to have a shot at that college football playoff championship after, unfortunately, probably beating UCF. But I'd love to see it start with Miami losing today, but it's not going to happen. Miami wins.
All right, Texas versus Texas A&M. Another game. Had Texas beat Georgia, this would have been the ticket, at least for Texas, into the college football playoff. But now, 3 losses. Do they still have it in them to get at least one more quality win? Maybe make a New Year's Six Bowl? Well, this game is being played in Texas, and I mean in Austin. So I kind of think I got to go Arch Manning. He's obviously not going to the NFL this year. He's coming back. So you got to figure he's got to kind of build some momentum going into next season, right? I think so. So I'm picking the upset here. Texas, the Longhorns, for the win. Aggies still make the playoffs, but they go down versus Texas.
Texas A&M and Texas. Now, Texas hasn't been able to go over that hump and get to elite status. Texas A&M is there right now, and they're going to stay. Texas A&M wins.